Hello. Tomorrow I need to get down and get the rest of the Lily Sod. Instead of doing that, I ended up fixing up a different aspect of my setup. And yeah, late stream. I did say I might be streaming. If I do, it'll be later than normal. Technically, I ended up having time, but combined with the whole maybe not thing, I just spent that time cooking and eating. But yeah, I went and made something experimental. Amazing. Good. Not as good as it could have been, unfortunately. Screwing up early attempts at dishes is normal. So, today we'll be trying to finish off Pugilist and starting Monk so I can get the Monk job, because I'm at the point where that would be official, and I at least got someone, talking like, hey, have you heard, did you know you could do the Monk job thing? When I was grinding off screen, so I did take a bit of time and got the elite hunt mark for this week though, so unfortunately by the time I did off-screen grinding with for Mogstones, it was late, and apparently Cutter's Cry takes for fucking ever. I thought it would be quick, so yeah. I'm just running up here to mark this off, and honestly, I might refresh my hunt marks. I'll fly around and do some of that off-screen too. Who knows, some of them might, be in areas with my elite, my hunting log, and, 2 for 1 special and all that. It's, coming along. Bum. Hey, ooh, the dancers. I was about to go, wait, am I going the right way? And I'm like, oh, that's right, yeah. The Pugilist Guild is just over here, so. Really, it's only Limpsa where all the guilds are places that you can't just walk to quickly. Come on, appears to be in high spirits. That's right, so I see you. You remind me more and more of my younger self. That's right, you likely to transform into handsome devil before the moon's over. Now then, I believe you're here to learn. Unfortunately, I have no condition to teach. It's rather embarrassing, but my eagerness to prepare for the big rematch. Overtraining from my back. I tell you, old age as hell. She'll have to send you in my stead. I need to see that he has a purpose again. Trick now is keeping a lid on Zil, lest he injures himself. Speak of your lesson. When you're ready, come and meet me at Little Amigo. I'm trying to remind that you're trying to find stimulating. So, Little Amigo. Boop. Honestly, hold on. I'm gonna have to teleport back here repeatedly anyways. I might as well. An entire horde of Lalafell back dancers with wing. Limpsa might be my preferred home point, but no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had a packed day though, even aside from that. So I think I talked about what how I'm having to change my character in D&D. I've been waiting for you, Haru. Today, your training will be to prepare for Master Hamon's training. Probably instead of striking it, I want you to play at certain locations. It's the locations are right for Pearl. Your skill will certainly be put to test. Nice. By the way, if you must approach dangerous things, lightness of foot is your great ally. Off with you now, Haru. Go set up those striking lines. I shall wait for your return. Okay, so I feel like one of them's in here. I wouldn't have made of it with several pegs. Training equipment for any aspiring pugilist. But yeah, I believe I mentioned that. The character I'm more going with is Razorbeard. He was a Loreforge created by a artificer pirate of some sort who had aspirations of well, Admiralty, Pirate Admiralty. He managed to scrounge up 40 ships and almost enough crew for 40. And thus he used, because he, well, couldn't really get a hold of people at the time. People he at least trusted to be able to do their jobs. He decided to use his artificer skills to produce some crew. Obedient crew who would fill the also important job, for most part, of being the shipwrights, along with some other helpful functionality. Because while they all absolutely acted as shipwrights, really? Oh, just past it. I was like, I was very briefly confused for I processed what I was looking at. So yeah, Pirate Warforged, yeah. They were designed to be the shipwrights, but what I'm hoping the GM will allow me to do, because like there are two different versions of Warforged, one made in general, one for Eberron. I'm hoping I'd be allowed to use the other one, just because I feel like there's one particular feature I want. Honestly, it has one feature I don't think I like, and one feature I like, and the other one appeals more than the latter one appeals more than the former appeals more than the latter pushes me away. In this case, and I got some good shit at this point. Yep, I got the other half of one of these, and I have AoE. And the AoE also gets a boost if I use it in time. Whoop, there we go. Level growth is going to take a bit of a short now because one, I'm high level, and two, I'm down one of my level boosters. The also helpful ring I had is usable. But yeah. And then eventually a party of adventurers came along. Yeah, like I said, the feature is integrated tools. Basically, a form of tool is integrated into his body, and I wanted it to be navigators' tools, if not navigators and carpenter tools. Either way, the idea is one, kind of humorous just to have it so the guy has no natural ability to never really get lost. But primarily, it's because he's basically meant to be a backup navigator for the ship, along with its primary function, shipwright. The idea is he's one of those Warforged made of porcelain instead of metal, porcelain and wood, because it would protect him from rusting at sea. Because the idea is, even at night, he could crawl along tie himself to the ship, crawl along the other side, and do patchwork while floating in sea. It's why most of those the Warforged were put towards those jobs, and only like one or two were put for other things. Because that's actually a really optimal use of them. Star-crossed rivals. Let's go. Yeah, we have a little over 2 hours to get this all done. I think we could do it. Number Carter wants us to have Master Hammond come and train. Oh, stupid McGee. What are you doing here? That adventure is a negative influence on Master Hammond. I'm going to say that you never bother them again. Never bother them. What are you talking about? You haven't talked to the Master in years. You want a piece of you're going to need it with me, too. Stupid, traitorous little fuckhead. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, it might not be at bonus anymore. Boop, boop. Hound, tear that woman apart. In trouble, Haro. Finish it as quickly as you can. Okay. Boop. Need a quick interject. Oop. Professor, where did you find that thing? You'll sap your strength. Avoid its gaze. I also keep forgetting this thing had up here had a positional. Well, so much for that. Shut up. Pirate Ricotta. Why are you so bent on bringing down Mashawan and seeing the guild in ruins? You're not wrong. I'm doing it for Masha's own sake. Yeah, they're trying to see that's his sake. That's true, I got involved with some steroids. Where else was supposed to go meet? I heard you when I killed his name. You could have stayed. I think that I've never been on a mess with me and destruct me in the way that fits. So I want him to give up his foolish notion of faith in Lugfa. God, you're an idiot. You were an immensely stupid idiot. Where was any of that last time? If you remember this stuff, why did you run away without even a goodbye? Why did you so clearly rebel and humiliating and breaking his spirit? Frankly, I think the truth is, I think you didn't give a shit until you thought he might actually die, and suddenly guilt started eating away at you. You don't know what like I do. You don't know. It's just like how I feel Master won't walk away with life. The man of Master is good, weak and feeble. I just want him to live, even if it means having him swallow his pride. You know, why did you just say so? No, Alex, no need to fear. You think she is her will to succeed, that's why I'm regaining his full strength. The man trying to come, so I have no doubt he will walk that odious footbar and tell him back. Hey, you're right, what happens? Yeah, but you're not where I am. How I leave Master Amon in your care. That felt liberating. You're learning his true agenda. A great burden has been lifted out of my chest. I think his true agenda is he's an idiot. I showed him to the guild, Cairo. You've had your training, and that's time for Master Amon's. Oh. Also, I might just do a normal stream tomorrow. Seems like the stuff I was gonna do is should probably be held off at a later date. And new barding, get away from the bards, for my sake and theirs. So, that being said, I think no matter what, I'm going to be doing a reaction stream tomorrow. Just get that Pokemon Day thing out of the way. So I gotta finally watch AZ. Let me just check a couple things here. Okay, yep. Let's finish up here. Come on. Welcome back, Haru. I'm telling you, you've kindly set up some dummies for me. For God's sake, did you have to touch dangerous places? So I should have in my grog, so I want to drop it till I'm finished drinking. How am I to lose my pill now? Yeah, I'll make a fine guild master when the time comes. But well, of course. For always showing the boy with a good heart. No, boy, it's doing something I won't run from my part, I say, not ever. Hey, on that note, I best get ready for my little Chantal amigo. If I can't face a few minors, I have to challenge Wigfar. Don't slack off, Haru. I'll leave you in my dusty wake. Oh, I've already surpassed wherever you're ending up. But yeah, I've actually done some things that have helped improve how this entire setup is basically handled. Now I have it set up so that, I can more easily switch to break without having to go through a rigmarole that might, leave mistakes in place. Come on. Orchestrating his training. They have managed to find and slack on him. He did well. The later than what he did last. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. You only makes me stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I even have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not too far from regaining my former strength. One last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Haru. Beyond the Sagali Desert, at a summit called Forgotten Springs, home to the most luscious like Katimi and decided I was like, God, I'm thinking their lovely forms again. Again, if I could do a Master Roshi voice, I would be doing a Master Roshi voice. He begs to be voiced a la Master Roshi. I kind of love that I can't physically, fly there, but the gold saucer is still visible to the edge of the Sagoli Desert. At least on that map view. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, so that's not quite what I was imagining he was going to be doing. These things. I have got the seamless combination earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. So I have you into Haru. Is what got me back in the swing of things. Now it's time to finish up before we begin. So warming up is an order. I want you to take yourself across to the south and take 5-10 words. I'm waiting for you here. What do I need to warm up to? Oh, don't worry. I had mine long behind. If the number's ready to hit it. You know, it's fine. Just run along and give them more of the same. Okay. Sure. Oh. I did. Yeah, you're probably not hearing anything because I. Not a problem when I'm not, you know, streaming, but it's only a problem when I'm trying to listen to something else while doing grinding, yeah? Boo, boo, doo, doo. Yeah, that one does more damage from the back. Well, you guys handle up that shit. By the way, I am reminded of something I found out. Yoshi P has stepped down, and a bunch of ingrate sacks of shit are immediately cheering. Fuck you. This game would not be any of the good things you ever thought about it without fucking Yoshi P. Now, was he the only one? No. Was he the lead? But he was the lead and driving force behind that product. And more importantly, he's the one who's protected this from the shitification of Square Enix. Do you want fucking this game to be bogged down with NFTs and crypto nonsense? No. Then shut the fuck up and stop cheering for what may very well be the end point of that. Because he's the one who had both the clout and desire to tell Square Enix to shove it up their ass whenever they tried to do that shit before. Whatever problems you have with Dawn Trail storyline, it is nothing, and gameplay, it is nothing compared to where all that the goodwill and good work he has done. And you are fucking look. It is absolutely some of the stupidest shit. I already thought most of these people were fucking whiny little shitheads whenever I saw this MMO is so ass. The totally predictable fall of 14. Fuck you. I haven't even gotten there yet, and this game is fucking delightful. I'm a blast. But you haven't gone to the Dawn Trail storyline. Yeah, but Dawn Trail is like one expansion. Sure, Stormblood is often hated too, but it won't last. If you don't like that stuff, then just accept it as a downtime. Make your complaints heard and if it keeps being ass, but I don't think it will be, and I think people are full of shit. I don't fucking take you remotely seriously. I didn't before, but I do especially now. If you're a type of pissant who hears about Yoshi P, the savior of 14, the reason this game is anything as good as it is gone. And again, I don't fully believe in the concept of auteur creators. But that's not about just about auteur creators. It was also about, you know, the push and pull he had with the company. He was the one who, everyone admits he was the one who fucking pushed to get this game remade the way it was. And AR isn't perfect, but people often over-exaggerate the problems it had, let alone the problems it has now. And everything, and again, keep repeating myself, but it's, for me, the biggest thing is, you have seen the other fucking flaming pile of dog shit that Square Enix has turned for nearly everything else it makes, right? Right? Selling away valuable properties. Any day now, I'm expecting them to try to sell off fucking Final Fantasy. That is how fucking bad it is. That is the type of stupid decision I'm expecting the fucking people running Square Enix to make. And Yoshi P was the type of person who had the pull, who could tell them to shut the fuck up and don't do that. And maybe he still will. Maybe he will. At least in regard to something as stupid as saying that. I don't think it's incredibly likely, but I think it's entirely possible. Because it's just innately how stupid the people running this company are. I hope you want, like, loot boxes. Paid money, real money paid loot boxes. Because they have wanted to do things that would actually make this fucking MMO terrible. They haven't. And it's a blessing. Ooh, I made some money. And that honestly fucking infuriates me more than anything. If you're cheering for Yoshi P, you're an idiot, leaving. You're an idiot. Now, do I think the game's doing with that? No. Maybe it's being left in the hands of someone who can do something. Who can do good with it. And Yoshi will still do his thing, pulling the strings, keeping it safe from Squeenix's imbecilic, business decisions. But I don't completely trust that now that he's not the head. He will have innately less pull. Yep, gotta talk to Gagaruna, brother from another mother. Let's work for a willing pugilist. Rockbreaker. Break the rocks. Sorry, that just reminds me of another thing. Soul of the Monk. I like how it looks. Ah, and that would be our new top, starting attack. Well, not starting, but it would be above the starting attack. Trying to work for a willing pugilist. Tell me, do you know Professor Eric? He's a scholar of Eorzean military history with a genius second to none. You're our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty. But never mind all that. The man who spends more gil on the moon's research than most people see in a lifetime. It's our amicable relations. Eric has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefield. He insists on stuttering lands, plague wakes time and peace. The beasts keep him away, unless intruder by man means greater preservation. Then, should a resident meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the skill he has borrowed, much less his interest. It would be terrible loss for the against so forth. Yes. The point is, the man must needs be guarded. That, and I sent a monk about an to see their safety. There was no work ethic about him, just like an Amigan. Fuck you. Oh, that one pissed me off. I wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting that from fucking here of all places. The person who's guaranteed to be your guild head is an Alamegan. And you make that kind of comments. I expected it from Ulda. I was not expecting it from in here. They cannot fucking let's work for you, so I had some enemy assigned a new bodyguard. And to see you hard, the best thing is the escort this week, and like it free to view. Get your mere air for funeral. Trust this would provide some insight to what is the monkhood does around here. Build skill in there and seek out our Professor Eric. And he'll say his stats and need fees for protection once his research is complete. Good our investment doesn't end up under the paw or the maw of some nasty beast. The only thing I can do with the punching this fucker. Well, yeah, I actually have not been doing much of that one jump chain thing I talked about. Honestly, Goldsmith's Guilds, alright, we'll teleport there. I finished up designing the new character, but, oh, that is a nice outfit. But, yeah, that was an unexpected bit of shitbaggery. Alright, this guy's gonna talk a lot, and I actually need to take a break. Because I forgot I'm out of drink. I forgot to check if I was gonna be out of drink, so I need to fill up. So that'll take a moment. Whoops. Sorry, that took longer than I thought. I was like standing and it took longer to get up. My feet hurt a little. from all day. My patron made some I presume. You may and shall call me Eric, and you are the god of my life, even at the cost of your own, and aided my revelation research whenever and however I asked. I'm a bodyguard man, not your servant. I'm fucking everybody's servant. Now that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through aerial analysis of ancient Valiant. I don't know what's conjuring your soul mind, romantic vast plains, no matter. It's just charging another. False! I mean, that's mostly because the battles I have seen are at vast plains with armies charging at each other. The biggest battle we've ever seen was two armies charging at each other. But, so you can keep your little, hold on, folks. I gotta take another break. Actually, let me just finish this. They know what armies of old were deployed, when they made camp and marched. He says I have to be a surge and song in the song, the ball, it's false. Yeah, but he's over afraid to find it in them, and precisely how I'm to fold upon them is my purpose. You have the chance to aid my work. Tell me, hey, have you read none? God, I you're trying to rotate bring a letter. I know you can actually be able to remains. Matters not. Okay, you arrogant dickbag. You aren't the only fucking person out there. Even if my character had the option of actually going around reading everybody's fucking treaties and shit, you are not the only fucking person out there. You're not the center of the universe. Hey, teamwork with soldiers like that widow got performed. The man tried to be lost it's alas. He and the monk valley got so to pull with too many opening his chalk or whatever it is those barbarians do all day. He killed in my range, but now he's gone off this 12 knows where and he's yet to return. The sheer magnitude of this inconvenience. Honestly, I want to tell him to shut the fuck up. Good. You should have romance at least. More of my work. I first say the Silda excavations I intend to plan on. It's of great importance to the history of Silda transpired them. Yeah, it's very well. It would be rest me its academic to lie to all such ignorance. No, I know about Silda. I know it was the sister city of Ulda. I know there was a war. I know Ulda unleashed a horrific weapon and blamed Silda for it after they won. And then spent centuries quietly murdering anyone who might question this fact. So that was plunged gas in the wake of King Wafu's demise, or the King of Spring. This he was known. Despite the success of economic and Rome's Babel, it fomented unrest among the people. Babel, resulting in violent antics for the kingdom. Was Babel, Sultan at the time. Babel, distant descendant. Babel, attack was ordered. And so, irony of ironies. Had been for the hot horse. Hey, that's. I mean, actually, yes, but it's a pity I'm not allowed to. Passing that is after one thing could not have happened another way, no? False! One of my own, and among my colleagues through this interpretation claimed to have been suggesting otherwise. Said disappeared before it was published. Mine owners research shall not any such evidence should it truly exist. I shall not assure it's corrected. You are not the right school of writer, but surely not such a prospect advise you. Fuck you. For the Silda explain send the land. Travel away before me and see that it's safe and once it's set up this ASR. And should you ever care to know a Eurasian military history, do come and see me. It's such a personal trait of mine to guide the dollars of this realm towards some monarchical alignment. Okay, now I need to think. Alright, we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Interruptions, and more fucking interruptions, So yeah, guys out there uncovered a Silda. And it's funny, I mentioned his all the evidence is suddenly disappearing. And given everything we know... wait, Central Fatland, right. Okay, yeah. Actually completely viable. We know there are fucking people who are literally murdering people for daring to question the historical lie that Silda was the one that used Trader Sperm, and not the other way around. Oh my fucking god. Game, can you fucking... Supposedly it's here, but oh, okay, I see it now. Barely fucking visible on the map. Oh my god, it is literally right... That's actually kind of infuriating. It is literally right under one of those stupid orange pins they stick everywhere. Please stop fucking putting these everywhere, they're annoying. No wonder I was so confused by looking at the big map. It was literally fucking invisible. Okay. An odd kind of use for measuring surrounding ether level. Brother from another mother. Alright, so yeah, that guy was a massive ass. But then a lot of people involved so far. Well done. We don't need to wait for the interrupter to guide up. Have faith about Haro. Knowing your sense of blunder as well. This is what you're here for. Have at it. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. Eat the black thing. The measurements to be taken. Well. My Tilsa just beat the hell out of all of them. It's weird, it just feels like I'm doing a normal quest in the area. But they're not marked anyway. It just feels like they're normal fucking runabout enemies, almost. There we go. Rubbish fool. Ah, here comes the true foe. Apparently I was supposed to be smacking him with a snap punch. Okay, apparently I'm not even supposed to take him down fully, just most of the way. I may have had it, but thanks for the help anyways. What else? Tell yourself all this way, you purblind sluggard. And Haru, you can see in front what a million looks exchange they had for you. Fuck you, you goddamn asshole. Did I know for me to read the realms unread covered up one another's covering? What else? Haru, will guilt. Nothing was sent to me by Garuno. I tried to make a pupil as well, but his little mind history, he's released in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual entities have a tenacious hold on him. Holy fuck, this man is next level stupid. This man is next level stupid. He's literally using an aethernometer, and he's talking about calling spiritual energies a primitive belief. The fuck do you think those are? How do you... You stupid moron! What the fuck do you think Aether is? It's a spiritual energy! Where did they fish your idiotic ass out of? Just God is next level stupid. He's a smug imbecile. Shut the fuck up and go away. Oh, truly, today we're inside the Walking Dead. You know, something like the same universe wearing the guards of an ancient commander. What's next? You don't believe the fucking undead exist in this thing? Careful, there's still dangers about. Yeah, that's good. He's such an knowledge. Just discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend? Can you not feel it? Be frightened. Here with the battle long ago. Much injury remains. I have found you. It was for you. It has found you. Loves you. Your chakras were opened. Thou its light shone before you. It is there said, Ridiculous to my name, and my brother the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Ralgo. Our way is to train the body and mind. We have heard of them before. The fist is our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. When us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened. The life force within controlled. It exists in all that lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. He is indeed, and greatest one was these life force to be commanded. Like, for God's sakes, he calls it primitive. He's literally just talking about the exact same fucking thing this moron is here to study. Holy shit. Widowgeld is a fucking moron. I've seen this quest before. I did not quite comprehend how stupid Widowgeld is. There are those who require no training. Their strength is such that it forces chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but never have I seen it until now. I need your great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path, and so I will give you this. A salt crystal, the mark of my order. Hey, here we go. Gonna say these aren't real either? None but a monk may hold it. And only then when with the order sleep, but your chakra is weakened, that is clear. And so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you, and immerse them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further, and only then can the crystal's memories enter you. No more than the beginning. Now you must train, and learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand in an ancient battlefield. The Great War was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The Aether reaches for the chakra and aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks lands for reasons on the fate favors you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow ever more. Fear not. I will see to his safety. Please, sister, the air is stronger. Gather to bring it to the Goldsmith's Guild. Yeah, I gotta respect this fucking guy. The streamer I was with did not seem to like him at all, but here, after thinking him boring, but here I kind of love him. He just completely brushes aside that racist, well, not racist, but xenophobic, ignorant, arrogant, windbag shithead. It's complete and utter bullshit. Especially because that he recognizes that for all he's full of shit, the guy does know at least what he's talking about in his field, even if he doesn't fully understand what the fuck he's talking about in regard to it, and he's useful for him. I wonder if this moron thinks void synths aren't even from really void synth and are actually just some form of native wildlife that no one has heard about, or something. Seems like he's stupid enough to believe it. Or maybe he does believe they're void synths, but just not really from the void, but some place that just heavily resembles the void in literally every way that matters. But, you know, I really should have seen anti-Alamegan bigotry coming. He did talk about how heavily this ties into Alamigo and such. Oh, look at the side aggressive. Her presence. Did you join the side back? But it's a advantage to me. I've just asked you for. Imagining and signing it. You brought things on? Excellent. Anything you might not be entirely useless? No. Let's see what discoveries await. That's the longest focus you. Move to join them unhooked by the bone-headed clown, are you? That's the best that my pupils get along. The day you set separate looking for the next round of measurement. The land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. Tread them quickly if you mean to defend yourself, and me besides. Boom. Time to monk it up. Supposedly a new gauge, I don't see it. Oh. Update training in the Emerald Chakra monk currently has open using actions such as sealed meditation. Raising certain weapon skills. Opening 5 allows for the execution of Steel Peak and Howling Fist. So yeah, we get a new one of those, and we got Demolish, and apparently the next one isn't for that set. Where's Break the Rocks at then? Oh, did it not? Of course it doesn't. Grease Lightning used to be ability, now it's not the trade. Skill cast time, rest time, spell cast time, recast time, without attack delay by 5%. Same but more. I think that's probably one of the things that was really fun about it that thankfully they got rid of. Where's Break the Rocks? Or Rock Breaker. I keep calling it by the name I know of it. Because I'm thinking of a Xanxia novel. I don't actually know what sounds called. Warrior of Chicken, where the main character's ultimate technique is Break the Rocks. So this changes me to Oppo from... Okay, let me try to... Raptor, Girl, Oppo. This goes from... changes to... Hello. Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember them 9 times out of 10 either, unless they're, you know, something particularly, my thing like Holy. Love spamming Holy. Let's see. So, if I'm reading this right, this is basically a way to me to choose to change into a different form order. Instead of the usual curl, raptor, or raptor, curl. Yeah. Raptor, then curl to Oppo. This lets me go straight to Oppo. Not what I was originally assuming. It was the third one of these. So I'm probably going to stick that one up there. I'm not entirely sure how much use of that would be. Because we are officially hitting the point where Monk, and by the way, hello, welcome to the stream, is getting finicky. Well, my food, probably should have done that, wait until I was in the dungeon. And time to do some leveling. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a bit of a detour for my time in the MSQ. I recently finished off I can see that. Honestly, if it comes down to it, I'll just stop playing Monk once I'm done with all the storyline stuff. It's just that I actually seem invested in the storyline stuff so far. But for me, the ones I like are most are Red Mage. It's finicky, but once you get the rhythm, it's good. It feels great. Even if I have to remember what the rhythm is every time I go a while between using it. Dragoon, honestly, it's pretty simple for me, but that's what I've just been doing it so long. My most over-leveled class. Outside of that, I mean, I got Black Mage, and that's fine. Actually, that's Black Mage. That's fine, but you know, it always feels so slow at times. White Mage. Once I got Holy was great. I mean, yeah, I suppose so. For me, it was at least a little finicky, but by that, and if I hadn't had both I think the biggest thing, actually, no, you know what? I think the biggest thing that makes Red Mage feel so complicated is because you jump right into it. It's the first class job I've done that didn't have a class going into it. All the other ones, you slowly learn the abilities. Here, you just get a bunch of the shit dumped on your cast bar, and you're just told, all right, figure out how you need these to be so that you can actually make sense of shit. And I basically just had to spend a bit just tinkering with the placement in order to get things making sense for me. They're the one that makes sense for me, you know. Set the main spells of these, and so on and so forth. That makes it easier to get the rhythm of hot swapping between them. God, I cannot fucking imagine. Like I said, I've seen someone play through up to Endwalker, and I just cannot imagine. Because by that point, I wasn't even paying attention what they were doing, really, too much skill-wise. It was just a big bloated cast bar, as far as I was concerned. Meanwhile, I'm still on Heavensward, and, well, I mean, one of my classes is leveled past that point. 2, actually, now. I've got Warrior up past 72. I got this one up to 70 before I was done with the free trial and ARR. I cannot imagine all that stuff, though. That's just, oof. I should go do other stuff to grind this up, too, while I'm at it. Or, I could, no, I want to get that bar up first. Yeah, I over-leveled that. That job has been 70 plus, yeah, before Heavensward. That's part of it is just my habit of doing all the content and such. That's the big thing I'm doing after I get this job up, and I'm not spending a lot of time my other times grinding up Mogstones. With the events over, my extra time I'm not doing quests are going to be doing the rest of the side quests in Dravinia. Because, yeah, like I said, the Pope's fled, well, the not Pope has fled, and, yeah. Plus, not only does it feel weird knowing you're moving on, it always feels weird when you go back to them. I did that once or twice because I didn't know those quests were there, and it feels fucking weird. Like, heck, it even feels like I already had a bit of weirdness with some of the story bits I was doing it in Western Corsus. Yeah, with the Dragon Hunter camp. All right, well, let's see what dungeon I got or trial. I think there's one trial within the leveling queue. Because, like, they keep going, hey, can you help us go kill dragons while you're on a mission to, make peace with the dragons? Rhythm-wise, I'm not sure I like this. I think I might need to move that over. Also, I hadn't realized it was another AoE. Yeah, I'm gonna need to move this. Make peace with the dragon, but fuck this one in particular. Yeah. I love Heavensward's story, but it does have a lot of bits that just feel conflicting about it. Even ignoring the side quests. As much as I love my boy Estinian and his spiky, edgy glory, I really don't think it makes any sense that he was dragged along for the quests. he adds a lot to it eventually, but every time, like half the time when he opens his mouth, it feels like he's pissing on the entire idea of the quest. Just constantly trying to start a fight with someone or something. And I love him, but and like honestly, there's some fucking amazing moments of and they're, you know, involving him. It just so clunky at points, and of course even worse if you play a fucking. I'm still kind of miffed that there is no explanation I can see for what happened with Justinian post Dragoon questline. They're normally very good with storyline stuff. They just no fucking explanation whatsoever. There we go. Okay, I got the rhythm of this thing to make sense. I just need to not accidentally press the wrong button. Alright, that cut short. I was expecting something to happen there. Come on, take it, bud. Take it, take it, take it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, did we go that way? Okay. Right, yeah, now last time I was here, I got kind of lost. Had to break a brief break, and everybody left me behind. But yeah, have you heard about the Magic the Gathering set they're doing? I am excited. Not everyone I'm in is, but one, I'm fairly new to the game, so I haven't had a chance to get fully jaded yet about, you know, Wizard of the Coast's massive fucking fuck-ups. Just, I mean, I've already somewhat am. Yeah, they're making a Magic the Gathering set. And there's going to be 2 starter decks, and more importantly, 4 commander decks, each themed after a certain game. Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy 14. Scions and spell something or other. It's based on the Shadowbringers part of the storyline, apparently. But yeah, I'm excited. Not only do the decks, especially the 14 and 10 deck, look fun. I just, you know, yeah. Yeah, I know there's also a Final Fantasy card game too that honestly apparently plays like Magic in a lot of ways. But apparently, yeah, they decided to do a full set. And this one's a big thing because it's one of the first ones that's standard legal, as it's called, that you can use and play in the regular game. Usually the crossover cards don't do that. For instance, the Fallout crossover they made, you can't use in the regular cards outside of Commander. Same with Doctor Who and so on and so forth. But not Final Fantasy. Yeah, I should be here. Doing AoEs. Whoop, 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 whoop. Honestly, I've just realized I have not been bothering using the big attack I have. Oh well. The one that opens my chakras at this level. Boop, boop. There we go. Yeah, outside the commander cards, they haven't ruled all the cards, just the commander cards, aka the base cards of the decks, who represent the themes that each deck basically works under, and a few assorted other cards. We've seen what Sephiroth looks like, 2 different clouds, Titus, the big bad of the main Shadowbringer storyline, Miss Knight's Blessed herself, and a few other cards. One of the ones that had a hilarious reaction from people is Jumbo Cactar. So many Magic fans like, oh no, with that card. On one hand, it's a very good representation of, you know, of a Jumbo Cactar. On the other hand, it is kind of a thing. It like, okay, so you don't know much about magic. Basically, the health in magic doesn't usually go that high. Standard, it's 20. Commander, it's 40. And the damage is usually, yeah, the damage usually doesn't go much higher than 10, even when you buff. I have had it go up to like 50 once using a particular combo effect in Commander, but that's extremely rare to get up that high. And a pass. Yeah, the perfect monster then. They have not added the red chocobo. They did add a chocobo so far. The chocobo belonging to the guy from 13. But yeah, Jumbo Cactar. Its ability, 10,000 needles. When you summon it, it has only 1 attack and 7 defense. But whenever it attacks, it gains 9,999. So yeah, it goes up to 10,000. On one hand, yeah, it perfectly captures the feel of facing one of those fuckers. Yep, it is great. Let's see, is there anything I can swap out here that's better? Yes. I could do another quest, but I actually think I'd rather do some more grinding at this point. Nice. Am I high enough to do Cutter's Cry yet? No. But I can do this roll for the Sunken Temple Karn. Yeah, and honestly, it's not that broken in Magic, because there are ways to deal with it. It's a high-cost monster in a color that it's usually the easiest to pay that cost. And the way Magic works is when you summon something, you cannot attack the first turn. It has summoning sickness. But there are ways to bypass that. There's ways to cheat it out and everything, but there's also ways to prevent it from arriving in the field, prevent it from being able to attack, and so on and so forth. And even if it does attack, usually you can just block something. Unless it has trample, then you don't. If it's blocked, all the damage is blocked, it doesn't get to you. If it has trample, then unless you have some way to soak up 10,000 damage, you're probably dead. I think my favorite interaction is the life blink, which basically lets you drain life from something. And even if you block something, you'll drain the amount of damage you can do. So in this case, you'd certainly gain 10,000 life. Completely absurd, and I love it. And still balanced for how Commander works, because like even if you're up to 10,000 HP and nobody has the ability to do that much damage to you, all they have to do is do 40 damage with their, 20 damage with their Commander, and you're dead anyways. And that's one of the key things. Your Commander damage is treated extra, because the way the game works, it's really easy to make it hard to wear you down. So to balance it out, your commanders get to do special kind of damage that when added up, boom, instantly out. Apparently the male Moogle's supposed to get a card. That was one of the first card arts revealed, but most of those haven't had their associated cards revealed. Kefka hasn't had his card revealed yet, so we just have his cool art. There's one for Final Fantasy X involving the iconic scene with Yuna and Tidus. The other iconic scene, the one without the purposely awful laughter. And again, the big bad of the main Shadowbringer story. I'm being vague because I know who he is, but I haven't gone to it in my own playthrough on stream yet, so I don't want like name stuff yet. But like I said, I watched someone else play up to, I believe 1.1, maybe a little bit of 1.2 of necromancers and so on and so forth, but you can have your anti-hero characters associated with it a lot. Then you've got just need a tank. Then there's White, which is again usually the good guy, the holy, helpful, healing good guys. But it's also the zealous, religious zealots type of characters. Blue are the most scientifically nerdy of the bunch, but well, also the people who take that too far are still perfectly within that color. Green is nature, but also, all the sucky parts too. And fire is emotion, aggression, instinct, all that. Not fire red. And generally, these characters types refine further by mixing in another one. Technically, it goes up to 5, but usually it's free. You'll only occasionally get 4 or 5s. Like, the only 5 color I can really think of is one of the Niz Mimic. I honestly don't remember how to pronounce the card, but he's a dragon. And the reason he's, 5 colors is because his entire shtick is being the balance keeper between a bunch of other colored guilds. Yes. Boo 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 doo doo. I have semi-recently gone into D&D, by the way. You ever play that? It's fun. I've honestly had a blast with my group and character. Daisy, the Goblin Bard, Artificer. The Artificer might make sense from the perspective of 14 fan and goblins. Yeah, it used to be the same for me, but I discovered a local thing going on, and I, took the plunge, and it was a lot of fun. My first actual character was a orc fighter, just to get the basics of playing the game out of the way. But then we switched over to new characters, and I stuck with mine for a while. I'm unfortunately gonna have to put that character away because we're switching to a different GM. The main guy doesn't have the time to really write this campaign and his own campaign he runs elsewhere, and he'd honestly like to play more. And the other guy, the more by the book person, whereas there's nothing wrong with that. The book can be plenty fun, even if it can become confusing when you're not sure which book they fall, because they've decided to re-release a new rule set and in a way that's very fucking confusing name-wise. Boo boo boo. But there are some things the rules are just bad at. One of them is, aside from roleplay, item creation. The character I made, the entire shtick was about, wanting to be someone who made a bunch of magical items. That was their entire shtick, to become a maker of great magical items over time. And the rules for doing that is in the book are just terrible, absolutely awful. You want to make a magic item, first you need a specifically created magic formula. You're not allowed to make them yourself. Then it can take months to years to make it, and an utterly insane amount of gold. The gold part isn't that bad. I could live with that to have my character make only a few iconic magic items. But I should have been from behind. There we go. Boo boo doo. Sorry, I got distracted by doing the fight. But it's mostly the time investment, because like if you watch other people play, generally a big thing about D&D is just the time it takes to play, and it's the amount of time it takes to get a group together. That's not as much as problem, thankfully, for my stuff right now, since we're doing weekly stuff. I think I got hit by that. That's fine, I'm behind him. Those weekly games don't tend to be the longest. It can be quite fun. It really just depends, the situation and all that. Like, it doesn't really feel like, it's trying my patience, or it takes a long time or anything. It's just outside of my specific circumstances, it's generally hard to get for everyone to just find time in their schedules to get together to play, because it's basically just a flavor of hanging out with your friends, and well, real life can just makes that hard to do. So it's just that problem. But the other is, well, when you do stuff in game, it usually tends to be over the course of maybe you get a single day done in a session for us. Sometimes two, but usually one. And when it takes literally in-universe years to accomplish something, you just would never get to it. It would never happen. So I'm switching out to a new character. Unless, of course, the GM is willing to be more accommodating than he usually is. Because this is my first time really playing under him. And so on and so forth. And the campaign he has sounds fun. We're going to be doing a nautical campaign. It just means that this one character I usually play probably won't be viable with their dreams and everything. So, different character. And character creation is super fun. I had a blast cooking up this one. The newest one is Razorbeard the Warforged, Sync Magical Robot. Pirate. Well, former pirate. The idea, of course, is he was made to be, you know, a part of a pirate's crew and didn't really get much choice in that until his boss was dead. He's an artificer like the last one, but the last one's entire shtick was ultimately to being a better magic item crafter. This one just works with the Vital infusions, which lets you make personal magic items, basically. A very limited number of them, but still. And, well, yeah, that's the basic idea. He uses the some of his artificer skills to be the shipwright. Some of his other skills to be the navigator. He fills a fun niche within the crew that I think would be fun to play. And combat-wise, he sounds super fun. Because, like, one of the items he'll have is called Thunderous Gauntlet. Oop, clicked the wrong button. Which basically give him shock punches every time he hits. There we go. And those plus another thing I took, he's basically going to be a brawler. And the way he's built, I think he'll be a lot of fun just waiting in and beating the shit out of his enemies. Especially because as an artificer, he gets cantrip spells because he is a magic class, and one of them is a thing called Lightning Lash, and it's basically a whip made of electricity, from which he can pull enemies closer to him. In other words, he can make his enemies get over here. If you don't get that, it's a Mortal Kombat reference. I don't play much of Mortal Kombat, but that line by Scorpion has been burned in my brain, and honestly, it sounds a delight. Besides, honestly, having played a squishier character for a bit there, it's going to be fun. The only reason my character made it out unscathed for the last fight was because, well, frankly, she stealthed out of the way and was stealth throughout most of it. Mind you, mostly that's because I was trying to actually, you know, get to the place where I could help without breaking stealth, so I could make use of my fancy magic item that was supposed to give me a bonus when I attack from stealth. And also the reason I went into stealth was because I was alone against basically a tank who absolutely could have killed me in one shot. To put it in these terms, that was a tank with spell cleave ready, and I was playing a squishy DPS. Actually, no, I was playing the equivalent of a scholar. Yeah. And if I hadn't stealth, I would have fucking died there. Heck, our actual tank almost died, and it was only because the GM basically went, no, you'll have a chance of surviving, because they got hit for more damage than they had health, just through the enemy rolling extraordinarily well. We were really unprepared for that particular bit of combat. Yeah, and we knew that going in. We knew we weren't really prepared for straightforward combat. Why we were trying to handle things stealthily. And just set fire to the enemy's camp and then run away to ruin their shit, but not, you know, run the risk of dying.
That didn't work out. I whipped one of my fire arrow shots and set the tree I was in on fire. One of our stealth characters got out stealth and nearly killed in one shot. And that guy just kept nearly killing everybody he attacked. I barely avoided getting planned by the tank. Thankfully, my stealth plan worked, and he ran around and went face first into our self-healing AoE to delete the enemy's health. Come on, die. Alright, one of those I can actually hit. Okay, you need to move. You are... There we go. Now we got one less of these things, so I actually have a chance of being able to staying close enough to do my job. And did. Always fun. Yeah, we're definitely not doing anything like Critical Role in our stuff, but it's definitely fun. And with that, I'm hit my usual stop time. I'll take a moment just to check how I'm doing on Mogstones. But yeah, if you want to see more, I should be back tomorrow night at my usual time, rather than starting at late like I did. At around 7. I do this currently 4 days a week, though either the week after this or the week after that, I will be starting up Spyro 3 of the Spyro trilogy. I just did Spyro 1 and 2. And finishing that off. Oh, that's right. No, tomorrow, first thing I was going to do was do a reaction stream, a very late reaction stream to that Pokemon Day video. You know, at this point, it's so late, I should just record a normal reaction and post it up. Nah, normal start time will be this. I'll just do that and get it out of the way. Given how late I am to it at this point. Eventually, when I finish all the Heavensward patch content and am going to start Stormblood, I will be taking a break from this to do modded Oblivion. I'm 90% sure it's going to be modded Oblivion. I've recently got Fallout 4 on sale. I never played that. I'm a big Fallout fan, and I am being pulled to play it. So, by the point I get there, the desire to play it might overwhelm me. Either way, that will be the next thing I play while on break from 14. Love the game, but I think it helps that I take a break every now and again just to do something else. And frankly, big games like that require a lot of attention. And if I'm paying to play an MMO, I don't want to, you know, be barely playing it. But, right. Time for anything out. I will see you all next time, folks.